Alright, so I just got finished making almost an hour video about martial arts traditions. Okay, so to understand martial arts, you have to truly go to the root, understand the religion, the tradition behind it. So, as many of you know, a lot of African Americans are of Nigerian descent. One of the Igbo, I seen one of the Haitian national songs, is I believe Igbo Lele, after the Igbos, right? So when you look at the fact that this book was written by T.J. Dush Obi, who has a doctorate in African history from the University of California, Los Angeles, and it's called Fighting for Honor, the History of African Martial Art Traditions in the Atlantic World, it becomes painfully obvious that, if you're going to truly look at it from a cultural point of view, and these videos I'm making about martial arts, they're not for liberals, they're not for atheists, they're not for spiritual bottom feeders. These are the people who would deny our connection to God and cut us off from our roots, our traditions, our cultures in exchange for New World Order philosophies. They're disgusting, they're repugnant. They have killed so many people with, Stalin, Mao, and all these atheist garbage bags and, scumbags and all these horrible, horrible people, So I'm not talking to evil people with these videos, because you're going to get a lot of bootlicking people in mental health and so on and so forth, who are all teamed up together with the New World Order to enforce Babylon's social norms. But let's look at traditional social norms, traditional cultural norms. Let's look at, the relevance of my top martial arts challenge and how you cannot be a transcendent hero from hiding from my top martial arts challenge. That is the same as conceding that I'm the top traditionally, historically. Okay? I'll start at page 11. Although the Biafran grappling and Angolan percussive arts were stylistically very different, both fulfilled similar social roles. Both were used as a form of entertainment when practiced to music, a form of dueling to settle personal scores, a ritualized form of conflict resolution, or a form of battlefield training for young soldiers. Central to all contexts is the concept of honor for the practitioner and often for the community through the honored practitioner. So, because these people are hiding, I've brought honor to those who see things the same way as I do, and to those who are similar, have a similar racial makeup, as I do. Okay? Historically, traditionally, logically, and this is not, unique to Igbo. This the Angolans, the Biafrans. If you look at this, the reason why they're called martial art traditions, because this is pervasive across the globe. Okay? It goes on to say, mastering either art could bring a skilled practitioner respect for his graceful execution, the admiration of potential wives, and economic advancements. Each art provided a path of spiritual development that could take an exceptional adept to one of the highest forms of honor in Africa, the status of a transcendent hero. Someone who was initiated into full mastery of Angolo could become a special kind of ancestor, one who could physically manifest in the bodies of his descendants. Now, anyone who would not agree cannot compare themselves to the great African warriors of history, and there have been many. Not just Ali and Tyson, I'm talking about real great combat warriors. So as soon as you say, well, I don't agree with that, you're a fucking bitch, you're a pansy. You're sided with Satanists, the world's worst criminals, fags, feminists, atheists, and racists. Your opinion counts about as much as a fucking feeble-minded sissy queer who molests little children. No one cares what you think. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to cowards. I'm not talking to sissies. I'm not talking to fairies. I'm not talking to godless scum. I'm not talking to racist eugenicist trash. I'm not talking to mental health, social norm enforcing scum that team up with pigs to oppress people. I'm not talking to you cowards. I'm not talking to satanic dogs. Okay? I'm talking to people who are actually fair and balanced, who appreciate their history and actually have some kind of self-respect and some respect for their culture and their history. Those are the people I'm talking to. I'm not talking to you pussies, you New World Order bootlicking cowards, you weaklings. Anyway, similarly, the Biafran art of Mba and his cognates could serve as a tool to achieve the highest honor. A master of martial art, Mba, who remained true to the accompanying moral code, could become a transcendent hero, the most honored of ancestors who could be called upon for guidance in important matters, and could reincarnate among living while retaining a position among the dead ancestors. Now, this obviously is an oversimplification, but the general idea is correct. Yes, you could call upon the spirit of your ancestors because they've achieved a certain, spiritual level, presence, if you will, and a connection to this planet as becoming an important life force or energy force within the planet. In this sense, both Ngolo and Mba can be understood as martial arts, and more specifically as martial ways in the strict sense. Okay? So, when you see feminists saying, fuck your morals, what are they really saying? They're saying, fuck your culture. They're saying, fuck Africa and everyone who agrees with them. That's what they're saying. They're saying, fuck the Igbos, fuck Angolans, fuck Capoeira, fuck black people and all they've been through and what they believe. That's what they're saying. They're saying, feel free to abort your little black babies, because black people are disproportionately the victims of abortion. And they're saying, fuck your culture, fuck your religion, fuck everything. I'm a fucking complete succubi whore. That's what they're saying. They're saying I'm a complete succubi whore, that they are complete succubus, siren, slut, fucking Babylonian whore. And they don't care about you, what you believe, or your ancestors. They're saying fuck your ancestors, and they may as well be calling them racial names, because you could not separate the culture of your ancestors from your ancestors. Their culture was the most important thing to them. Their connection with their ancestors and their traditions of connecting to them were the most important thing to them. So if you are a spiritual bottom feeder, make no mistake, you are saying fuck black people, and I'm saying fuck you. Any motherfucking questions? I am the top martial artist in America, and I am being persecuted by cowards who are saying fuck black people and the Uncle Tom Sambo sellouts who are helping them. Any questions? In some interpretations of ancient Egyptian mythology, Osiris and Horus were actually people. The gods were made after people, and they became deified. They became part of mythology. As I've just shown you in the clip before this, part of becoming a transcendent hero is reaching the highest form of martial art honors. Since I am an African American, I hold on to the most important concepts while considering how they would manifest themselves in American culture. Okay? My martial arts are an amalgamation of American and African culture. One could say, one could argue. Regardless, I am the greatest martial artist of this land, and that is the same thing that is being discussed on the bottom of page 11, the middle and bottom of page 11, and the top of page 12, which I read to you. Okay, the highest honor, that of a transcendent hero. The admiration of wives was denied me. Economic advancement was denied me. But one thing, the feminists, the gold diggers, Babylon system, the spiritual bottom feeders, mental health, the pigs, the government, one thing that they cannot ever dream of denying me is the ability to manifest in future generations. I am a product of righteousness when it comes into contact with Babylon's hatred. And future uncontrolled revolutionaries will be a product of my hatred.